The daughter is allergic to peanuts, and in severe cases it can even be fatal, yet her parents deliberately hide this from her. They buy peanut butter, make a bowl of peanut porridge, and personally serve it to her. Last night, after remembering Officer Jiang's words about the arson kidnapping case, Sun-hee went online to investigate. Just as he said, every webpage related to the case had already been deleted. While she was searching, her mother suddenly entered the room. Sun-hee reacted quickly, jumped onto her bed, and lied that she heard strange noises. As her mother walked to the window to check, Sun-hee swiftly closed all the web pages she had opened. What she didn't know was that her mother saw everything clearly through the window glass, but in front of her daughter she pretended not to know anything. Just then, Shian Yu came to visit. Worried about Sun-hee, she wanted to see her, but the mother politely declined, claiming Sun-hee was unwell. Hearing the voices outside, Sun-hee texted Shian Yu, telling her to go home first and that she would contact her when she could leave the house. Troubled, Shian Yu unknowingly walked all the way to the police station. Thinking of the recent accident Sun-hee encountered, she couldn't calm down and eventually ignored Sun-hee's previous warning and entered the station. Meanwhile, after Shian Yu left, Sun-hee tiptoed to her parents' bedroom door and overheard her mother saying she felt uneasy. Her father added that they couldn't let Sun-hee hear anything. She then went to the kitchen and saw a jar of peanut powder among the groceries her mother had bought. She was shocked. She was severely allergic to peanuts, and her parents knew this, yet they still bought it. At that moment, she overheard her parents talking again. Her mother, emotionally agitated, said they needed to kill that person as soon as possible. Before her parents noticed her, Sun-hee hurried back to her room. The peanut powder and her mother's words connected in her mind, forming a terrifying possibility. Perhaps her parents wanted to use the peanut powder to kill her. The more she thought about it, the more frightened she became. Shian Yu then texted, saying she had already told the police about the message Su-yeon supposedly sent to Sun-hee. But the police told her Su-yeon's phone had been switched off for a long time, and the last time it was powered on was the day after Jinghao's accident. From this, Shian Yu concluded that the message Sun-hee received that day wasn't from Su-yeon. Reading that message, Sun-hee grew even more anxious. She couldn't understand who had pretended to be Su-yeon. Just then, her mother entered the room. With a bowl of porridge, she repeatedly said, "Go on, eat." To Sun-hee, it sounded like her mother was urging her to go to the other world. Looking at her smiling mother and the spoon she kept pushing toward her, Sun-hee panicked, slapped the spoon away, and escaped the house in fear. As she ran through the streets, she thought about Jinghao's death and her parents' recent strange behavior, making her even more convinced that her parents wanted to kill her. It began to rain. Shivering, she hid in an alley. Shian Yu called, and Sun-hee told her she had run away from home. Hearing the girl she liked crying, Shian Yu rushed to find her. After the call ended, Sun-hee crouched in a corner, crying uncontrollably. Suddenly, a strange figure passed in the darkness. Terrified, Sun-hee ran to the crosswalk. While waiting for the light, she felt someone staring at her from behind. Before she could turn around, someone shoved her into the street, and she was immediately hit by an oncoming car.
At that moment, Shian Yu was in a store buying an umbrella. He saw an ambulance outside and felt something was wrong. He rushed out and noticed a mysterious person in a black raincoat walking away. Unfortunately, he was too late. The person got into a taxi and left. At the same time, Sun-hee's father appeared behind Shian Yu, also wearing a black raincoat. He handed her an umbrella. Just then, his wife called, informing him that their daughter had been in a car accident. Sun-hee was taken to the hospital. Luckily, her injuries weren't severe, but she remained unconscious. In the darkness, a mysterious figure entered the room and slowly approached. Half awake, Sun-hee thought she saw her mother. Her mother looked crazed as she grabbed her by the neck, demanding to know why she was still alive. Sun-hee thrashed in fear. Out in the hallway, her mother heard noises and rushed in, comforting her. But in Sun-hee's eyes, the mother before her was horrifying. Terrified, she started seizing. Shian Yu quickly summoned the doctors, and after emergency treatment, Sun-hee finally calmed down. When she woke up, she called out for Shian Yu and begged her for help, saying her parents wanted to kill her. Her parents heard everything from inside the room. Officer Shin also heard her and ran over, hoping she would provide more details. But before she could say anything, she fainted again. While unconscious, she had a nightmare, her younger self trying to light a match but failing repeatedly. Su-yeon appeared and said that all the clues pointed to one answer, that her parents wanted to kill her. She took the match from little Sun-hee, lit it, tossed it behind her, then removed her wig, revealing her half-burned scalp, reminding Sun-hee that she too died because of her. The flames engulfed Su-yeon completely. Little Sun-hee screamed, and the real Sun-hee awoke. When she opened her eyes, she saw her mother leaning over the bed. While her mother left to call the doctor, Sun-hee contacted Officer Jiang, who had previously warned her to be cautious around her family, and begged him to save her. Officer Jiang agreed. What she didn't know was that he was reviewing the dashcam footage from the night Su-yeon disappeared. Meanwhile, Shian Yu also remembered something and called someone. On the phone, she addressed the person as Su-yeon. It turned out that Shian Yu had actually seen the face of the person in the black raincoat that night. It was none other than Su-yeon, Sun-hee's best friend. A few hours earlier, while Sun-hee was still unconscious, Officer Shin had shown her father the dashcam footage, which suggested the accident was not accidental, but that someone had shoved her into the road. Shockingly, her father coldly claimed there was nothing suspicious in the footage. But the police officer did not believe him. From the house fire at Jinghao's home to Su-yeon's disappearance, and now to Sun-hee's incident, these were clearly not coincidences. Unable to obtain a search warrant yet, Officer Shin instructed a habitual offender who frequently went in and out of prison to deliberately crash into Sun-hee's father's car. After the crash, while the father took his car to the repair shop, forensics conducted a thorough inspection. They found that the memory card in the dash cam had been replaced and discovered traces of blood on the passenger seat. A few days later, Sun-hee was discharged from the hospital. Her father asked her what she meant when she said her parents wanted to kill her. He wanted to know if she was hiding something. But Sun-hee remained gloomy and did not respond. On the way home, the atmosphere in the car was unbearably heavy, like their once happy family could never return. As soon as they arrived home, several police officers suddenly appeared with an arrest warrant. They arrested her father for the kidnapping and murder of Su-yeon. Seeing her father taken away, Sun-hee collapsed to the ground. More than 10 years had passed, and she had perhaps forgotten the happiness she had once felt when she first came to this home. That Christmas, little Sun-hee had woken up to find a red string tied around her finger. Following the string, she found a bicycle in the yard, her parents' Christmas gift to her. In the days that followed, she happily rode the bicycle every day with her parents by her side. Until one day, the bicycle was stolen, and she cried in grief. Later, at a park, little Sun-hee found another girl riding her stolen bike. Her father wanted to confront the thief, but stopped when his daughter asked him not to. After all, she still had many beautiful memories with her parents beyond just the bicycle. Watching his adorable daughter that day, the father's face was filled with happiness. Last night, Sun-hee's father was taken away by the police for allegedly killing Su-yeon. The DNA results soon came out, confirming that the blood found in his car belonged to Su-yeon. Officer Shen conducted the interrogation, but Sun-hee's father claimed that his car had been stolen. The officer didn't believe a word of it. As an elite lawyer, Sun-hee's father remained calm and cited legal articles, insisting the police had no definitive evidence against him. He even challenged them to first find Su-yeon's body. While Officer Shin struggled with the situation, Sun-hee's mother arrived to provide an alibi for her husband. While the couple was at the police station, something serious happened outside without their knowledge. Their friend Shian Yu had returned to the alley where Sun-hee was nearly run over. Shian Yu actually saw Su-yeon at the scene yesterday and suspected that Su-yeon had intentionally pushed Sun-hee into the road. To protect Sun-hee, Shian Yu secretly arranged to meet Su-yeon in that same alley. She sensed someone hiding in the darkness, but the figure disappeared in an instant. As she looked around, Officer Xiao suddenly appeared beside her. Xiao, a passionate young detective, works under Officer Shin. Through message tracking, Xiao found out that Shian Yu had arranged to meet Su-yeon. He told her that the person she saw was probably not Su-yeon, because Su-yeon might already be dead. After parting with him, Shian Yu returned to the alley entrance. While she hesitated, someone suddenly rushed out of the darkness and stabbed her. Shian Yu collapsed from the wound. Xiao heard the sound, rushed over, called for an ambulance, and immediately informed Officer Shin that Shian Yu had been attacked. Before losing consciousness, Shian Yu told Xiao that the person who stabbed her was Su-yeon. Since Su-yeon was still alive, Sun-hee's father was no longer suspected of murder. Officer Shin instructed Xiao to track Su-yeon, while he himself went to the hospital to check on Shian Yu. Meanwhile, Sun-hee still knew nothing about Shian Yu's attack. Because of everything happening recently, Sun-hee was growing increasingly suspicious of her parents, fearing they were planning to kill her. While she curled up anxiously in her room, the sound of something shattering echoed through the house. Sun-hee carefully walked into the living room and found the window smashed by a thrown rock. Before she could process it, another crash came from her bedroom. She rushed back and found her bedroom's floor-to-ceiling window smashed as well. Panicked, she ran out but stepped on broken glass on the floor. At that moment, a shadowy figure appeared at the end of the corridor. Instinctively, Sun-hee stumbled her way outside to the yard. Then a familiar voice called her from behind. She turned, and it was her best friend Su-yeon chasing after her. Worse, Su-yeon was holding a knife covered in blood. Noticing Sun-hee staring at the blade, Su-yeon gave a cold smirk and said she had just met Shian Yu. Then she threw the knife on the ground, saying she would not let Sun-hee die that easily. Still trembling, Sun-hee watched as Su-yeon picked up a nearby shovel and slammed it fiercely into the ground. When Sun-hee kept asking about Shian Yu, Su-yeon lost her temper and struck Sun-hee with the shovel. Sun-hee regained consciousness tied up in a bedroom. Su-yeon was beside her, half of her burned scalp exposed, pouring gasoline around the room. "Even if someone tries to stop me, you must feel the pain I've felt," she growled. Realizing Su-yeon's intentions, terror filled Sun-hee's eyes. After pouring gasoline everywhere, Su-yeon finally let out her grievances. Sun-hee had promised to go to the police and confess to killing Jing Hao, but she never did. Su-yeon said she could accept that part. What she couldn't forgive was that Sun-hee supposedly tried to kill her. Sun-hee tried to explain, but Su-yeon refused to listen and even slapped her. "This wretched thing, I can't let you live." She broke down crying, saying her life was ruined because of Sun-hee. Sun-hee urged her to calm down so they could talk properly. But Su-yeon, filled with despair, said that since she had killed Jing Hao, nothing Sun-hee said could change her doomed fate. Sun-hee told her that Jing Hao was still alive after they left that day, that her own mother had seen him alive. But Su-yeon didn't believe her. She insisted that Sun-hee's mother started the fire at Jing Hao's house to destroy evidence and protect her daughter. Sun-hee tried to defend her mother, but Su-yeon, emotionally unstable, shoved her to the floor, claiming Sun-hee had instructed her parents to kill her. As proof, Su-yeon showed a familiar swan pendant she found in Sun-hee's room. At this point, Sun-hee had nothing left to say. Just then, Officer Jiang, the one who had helped Sun-hee many times, arrived at her home. After the car accident, yesterday Sun-hee sensed her parents plotting something and had secretly called Officer Jiang for help. Now, hearing no reply after ringing the doorbell, he climbed over the wall, noticed the shattered glass in the living room, and rushed straight to Sun-hee's bedroom. Seeing him, Sun-hee felt hope for the first time. But Su-yeon became even more agitated, raised her knife, and warned that if he came any closer, she would stab Sun-hee. Unexpectedly, after noticing the gasoline-covered floor, Officer Jiang did not move to save Sun-hee. Instead, he leaned calmly against the window and lit a cigarette. Su-yeon screamed at him to put it out, but in the next second, he flicked the burning cigarette onto the floor. Instantly, the gasoline ignited and flames erupted across the room. Sun-hee's most trusted Officer Jiang watched the fire without any emotion on his face. In desperation, Su-yeon used her knife to cut the ropes binding Sun-hee, then reached out for her to escape. Outside the window, Officer Jiang grinned wickedly. With Su-yeon's help, Sun-hee barely escaped the flames. The man grabbed Su-yeon's knife and threatened her, forcing her towards the fire. Only now did Sun-hee realize this man was not a real police officer. The imposter, old Jiang, advanced on Su-yeon with the knife. He had already prepared a false story for the police. He would claim Su-yeon was the arsonist who killed Jing Hao and tried to burn Sun-hee alive, but accidentally died in the fire herself. Suddenly, Sun-hee threw herself forward to block him and told Su-yeon to run. Old Jiang tossed Sun-hee aside and grabbed Su-yeon, trying to push her into the flames. During the struggle, Officer Xiao finally arrived. He pointed his gun at old Jiang, who calmly lied again, claiming that he too was a police officer. He said he had subdued Su-yeon because she was armed and reminded Xiao that the flames were spreading and they needed to rescue the victim, Sun-hee. Seeing the raging fire, Xiao believed him and turned his back. Old Jiang immediately attacked him from behind and stole his gun. Su-yeon tried to escape, but old Jiang aimed the gun at her and ordered her to come take her knife. When she reluctantly stepped forward, he fired a shot the moment she touched the blade, planning to frame her for stabbing the police officer. Elsewhere, Sun-hee's father was released since Su-yeon was confirmed alive, and he was told about Shian Yu's stabbing. The couple rushed to the hospital and learned that Shian Yu had said one chilling word before passing out: danger. Unable to reach their daughter, the parents panicked and rushed home, only to find the entire house engulfed in flames. Rescue teams carried out the injured Officer Xiao, but Sun-hee and Su-yeon were nowhere to be found. Seeing the fire, Sun-hee's parents broke down in despair. They could not bear the pain of losing their child again. And that is the end of today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, share with friends, and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back with the rest of the story soon.